Good morning, 8th grade. We are starting our last big unit this week. We are going into a dapper animal portrait project. We got a lot of things to build up to get to the final project itself. Um, Also, we're going to talk about the final digital art portfolio that is due next Wednesday. That is found in today's folder as well. So, how this is going to work. Today we are talking about self-portraiture, and you are actually going to create your own self-portrait of yourself. Quick reminder though before we get there, Jen Stark drips, like the whole unit from last week was due yesterday, and I'm missing a bunch of those, so please get those turned in. We are going to talk about our final digital portfolio. All your artwork that you've done this trimester will get turned in onto that, and then we will talk about our Dapper Animal project. So, digital portfolio expectations. It is worth 50 points. You already have 95% of it completed. The only empty spaces are this week's work and next week's. So, you literally are going to insert a photograph, a really awesome photograph of every single thing you've completed into the document, and it'll get turned in next week. But again, it's worth 50 points. So that's really, really, really important. All right, really good photos. I will show you here in class where it is, but it needs to be downloaded into Notability, and literally a good photograph needs to be of your whatever the prompt is. So whatever we did that day, you need to add to that page. We are moving into a Dapper Animal project, and this is super fun. Everybody really loved this last trimester, and we are going to build up on this, and we are basically going to create fancy animals with fancy fun backgrounds and fancy clothing. How you're going to complete this, it's very similar to all of our other rubrics you turn in, but this one's multi-page just because it's a little bit larger. So each day has a spot that you'll turn in on the page of the document. You'll answer the final questions and then turn it in. So the outline is today is simply selfies. So you're going to explore self-portraits. Tuesday, tomorrow, you are going to do some animal studies and start to decide which animal you want to focus in on. And you're going to practice drawing those animals in your sketchbook. Wednesday is all about the fashion because dapper is fancy. And you're going to try to discover what kind of fashion you want for your animal. On Thursday, it's all about backgrounds because you are going to create your own background for your animal. And then Friday is like the day to put it all together. This will be due on Sunday evening, just like everything else. Let's talk portraits. Is every self-portrait the same? It is not. That's what's really amazing about them. It's a snapshot in time. It's to capture who that person was or what they were going through or what the world was at that time. What can it say about the individual in the artwork? Notice all the differences, the colors and the backgrounds and the different styles. What can a portrait say about you? Now, you are going to draw in this one page of your sketchbook. You can design your self-portrait in a variety of ways. How do you want it to represent or express you? Try some of these techniques to help with proportion. Proportion, remember, is the size. It's the correct size of what's going on. This is a full page, so it shouldn't be a tiny little face. It is you really focusing on you. What are you going to put in the background? What do you want this to say about you? All faces are different and no face is perfect, okay? However, by using some guidelines, these can develop the ability to draw proportional faces, which means the eyes are in the correct spot, the forehead is the correct length, the nose and the palate is in the correct spot. There's lots of ways you can start this with just a few guidelines. Every single person can start this way with this oval, their face broken up in these sections, and then adding in your eyes, your nose. Same here, proportions of the face. Notice it's all the same to here, and then it's when you add the features. Same here. All of these drawings are the same to this last one, and then all three of these were created from this. So how are you going to do this to yourself? Are you going to manipulate photographs? Are you going to trace your own picture onto your sketchbook and then add your details? What are you going to do to create a selfie to get full credit? That is awesome. Here are some videos to help you if you're interested. And let me know if you have any questions. So today, it is all about selfies. So you should be able to try to finish that today. In this folder, I also need to move the Dapper Animal project. I don't know why it's in Tuesday's folder. Here are some resource albums, like how to draw a face resource albums. Look at all these different ways to help you. There is the final digital art portfolio, and this is where you will get your Oh, it's not there yet. Good job, Ms. Colston. I'll put that in there in just a second. It is where you will get your download for this. This literally goes through it step by step of what is what. So let me know if you have any questions, and I will talk to y'all later.